down here at Holcomb Garden Center in Hixson, and the heat is on, but no worries because we got plants that love heat. Just in time for summer.
You have a pool, you have a patio, you want to be outside. These plants love being outside with you and just brighten your garden.
And I think what the great thing about it is we have so many different types of colors and different types of ways that we can enjoy these, starting with our hanging baskets.
Sure, you want to get, for sun, full sun, get the heat tolerant baskets. This is a Mexican fan flower, Scaviola. Comes in white and blue. It just thrives in the heat. And in front of it is a dragon wing begonia. You used to hear about angel wing begonias. They absolutely needed shade. This will grow in hot, full sun or shade and blooms looks like a tropical all summer.
Now with all these plants, but especially with hanging baskets, even though they may be heat tolerant, they still do need lots of water. And of course, hanging baskets tend to dry out a little bit quicker.
Yeah, a basket you want to water at least once a day. And depending on the bed, if you're doing it in pots, you want to water once a day. In a bed of flowers, you may skip 2 or 3 days. It just depends on the soil you have. But they do need water. They'll take the heat, need the water.
Of course, with the hanging baskets, they're annuals. We also have some very beautiful annuals that we put out in the flower bed, or as you mentioned, around the pool.
Yeah, if you have containers or beds, these annuals do very well. This is moss rose or portulaca. It closes up at night, but opens up every day. It cannot get too hot. It just loves the sun, stays short. The vinca or periwinkles do incredibly well. They love the heat. They stay open all the time. So if you're entertaining at night, you do want something that stays open even at night. Also the lantana, I've got one here and some on the bottom. The lantana attract the hummingbirds and butterflies, and they just thrive in the heat. You can put them out by the road or driveway or mailbox.
And I love the little tropical plant that we have here as well.
Yes, the hibiscus, the tropicals love the heat. You wonder why we have them with the annuals, but technically it is a shrub, but also technically it's an annual here. It will not survive our winter.
Now, of course, some people like to see the same color year after year and see it grow, and that's where the perennials will come into play.
Perennials are wonderful. Some of the easiest to care for perennials certainly are the daylilies, and there are more colors of daylilies now than ever, and daylilies have been bred so they'll repeat bloom. Used to it was like a week or two and they're done.
Right.
Now they'll go several weeks, and many of them will bloom on into the fall. There's also other perennials like the yarrow, the blue salvia, and even the little dwarf butterfly bushes. They get about 2 to 3 foot tall, and the butterflies will just eat those up. If you want to attract them, have flying flowers around your other flowers.
Now, usually when it comes around to March and April, we're thinking about putting the roses in, but we've got some roses out here that are heat tolerant.
Yeah, you should always have roses in the sun. They won't bloom in the shade. You need them in full sun. We sell a lot in the early spring. We sell them in Mother's Day, but also 4th of July, you can plant roses. As long as they have water, they do very well.
And of course, early in the summer, we don't see these blooms quite as much, but crepe myrtles, we got several of them all across town here, but you've already got some that are blooming with many more to come.
It's a new variety. It blooms very early. It's the early bird series, and it's blooming now. Most crepe myrtles won't bloom for another few weeks, and some of them won't start till the 1st of July. But boy, when they start, they demand the attention for summer. And the key to crepe myrtles, choose the size you need. If you want one 4 to 5 foot tall, or if you want it 20 foot tall, you have to judge accordingly.
Now, of course, when it comes to heat tolerant plants, as I mentioned, they still need water. They still need some care there. And lots of times there's that fear of, well, I don't want to plant in the middle of the summer because they're going to dry out or die real quickly. But as long as you provide a little bit of TLC or maybe some other tips that folks can
Well, if you provide water and good soil, you're giving them more room to grow. They're going to be happier when you plant them than if they stay in a pot or container. So it's no bad thing to plant in summer. Just water and food and sunshine, and they're good to go.
Well, the great thing about a Holcomb Garden Center is the fact that we have color all year long, just about. And, of course, we've got plenty of great plants and selections for the heat of the summer. And, Tim, as always, appreciate you joining us.
Thank
learning
you, Brian.
Something every single time. All right, folks, it is Holcomb Garden Center located there on Highway 153 in Hixson. They're also located down in Fort Oglethorpe. The phone number in Hixson, 423-877-8782, or down in Fort Oglethorpe, 706-861-4769. For both locations and for more information, go to their website, which is holcombgc.com.